People have had some pretty bad experiences at football stadiums, like sewage raining from the skies, railings collapsing, or fields actually catching on fire. So today I'm putting some of the worst one-star reviews to the test and seeing if these reviews are actually valid. And while I'm testing these one-star reviews, I'll be ranking my stadium experience in 3 different categories: parking, concessions, and seating. Today I'm at Audi Field, home of the UFL's DC Defenders. The stadium is located in Washington, D.C., where parking can be a little tough sometimes, which is actually what a lot of the one-star reviews were about. Willem said from only a few miles away, it took 2 hours to get to the stadium. The location is terrible. 1 star. And Happy Old Lady said, the traffic is horrendous, with a bunch of exclamation points. The price to park in an open lot on game days is $80. 1 star. She does not sound like a very happy old lady, and some people agree with her because George said, parking horrible, in all caps. And of course, George gave it 1 star. Now, for me personally, I did have to park like a mile away from the stadium in a parking garage, but that does mean I was able to ride a scooter to the stadium, and I absolutely love riding scooters around. And if I parked too close to the stadium, I wouldn't be able to ride a scooter. Parking experience, 5 stars. Now, over my left shoulder here is the security, which was another thing a lot of the 1-star reviews were about, was the bag policy. Corey said, don't like being treated like a criminal. Clear bags policy is going too far. 1 star. And Richard seemed to agree with him. He said, no purses allowed in stadium. Wasted 45 minutes in line for a $15 locker. Worst experience ever. Never again. 1 star. And Stephanie said, this is the worst stadium I've ever been to. Also, you can't bring in your umbrella, so I am soaked and wet. 1 star. Stephanie, I'm here for you today. Today, I have an umbrella. Probably don't need it today. Pretty sunny. But for Stephanie, I still had to test if they'd let me bring it in. Can I bring an umbrella in here?
I don't think it's no umbrella. It gotta be a really rainy day.
Really rainy day? Okay. No, they did not let me in with the umbrella. Stephanie, your review's still valid. So after putting my umbrella in a locker and entering the stadium, I went over to look at the merch. That's crazy. I was gonna buy a hat, but it's $64, so I'm probably gonna pass. But then I saw this very fun and bright looking wheel where I could win a hat for free, but I landed on City Slicker Dude Ranch. Oh, City Slicker Dude Ranch. What does that mean? At first, I thought it was some type of fancy ranch dressing or something, but they were actually just trying to sell me a vacation package. Since this is my very first time at Audi Field for a UFL game, I walked around to soak in the scenery a bit and ran into another first-timer. Mike here.
I'm actually Coach Mad Mike.
Oh, Coach Mad Mike.
Coach Mad Mike on my channel.
Mike, what's your experience been like here so far?
Hey, it's pretty good. It's a very electrifying crowd, and I think it's really interesting to be able to come out in the off-season and actually watch football.
What do you think of the stadium so far?
The stadium's pretty good. I like that it's smaller. It's more of a hometown kind of feel to it, and I think it's more personal. It's very easy to meet people like you, Philip.
You got a channel too?
Yeah, if you could, please subscribe and like to Football Psych. And I'm Coach Mad Mike. I just love to be able to see you on there. I appreciate you, Philip.
A big part of any sporting experience is obviously the food. A lot of the 1-star reviews here were about the concessions and the long wait times at them. Willem said the 3 ladies behind the counter took their sweet time. One of them stood chomping on a chicken tender, watching her phone doing nothing, while dozens of people were waiting for their food. 1 star. Willem was clearly not very pleased with the speed of service, and neither was Robert, who said 50 minutes to get a hot dog. 1 star. That is a long time to get a hot dog. But I think the worst experience was probably Holly, who said, the food gave my friend and I food poisoning. 10 days later, I'm finally out of the hospital. Never eating there again. 1 star. Holly, I am glad to hear you've recovered, but I am a little scared to try this food now. This place does have some 1-star reviews, obviously, but you know what has a lot of 5-star reviews? Keeps. Keeps is a convenient, clinically proven, and loved and trusted hair loss care solution for men. Mark said, this product is amazing. I'm the only male in my family with hair now. 5 stars. And Dan said, I ordered foam treatment, and after 8 months of regular use, my hair has never been so full and thick. I'm sold and thankful. Keeps has over 5,000 5-star reviews and has helped over 1 million men over the last 6 years. Now that is a lot of people and a lot of good-looking hair. Whether you're looking to prevent hair loss, stimulate hair growth, or just take better care of the hair you already have, Keeps has got you covered, and all treatment plans are designed to address your unique needs and recommended by a licensed medical provider who is specially trained in men's hair loss. Keeps also keeps it discreet. They deliver it right to your door in nondescript packaging. They offer multiple FDA-approved hair loss treatment options, as well as shampoo, conditioner, and other products to help you with your treatment plan. And most Keeps men notice results within 6 months of starting treatment. Thank you very much to Keeps for sponsoring this video and for the free product. And remember, hair loss stops with Keeps. And for a special offer to get started
started right now, head to keeps.com/Philip or click the link in the description. That's KEEPS.com/Philip.
Now, Robert claimed it took him 50 minutes to get a hot dog, which is definitely a while. So I hopped in line to find out how long it would take me and determine if this claim is actually valid or not, and it only ended up taking me just a little over 5 minutes to get through the line.
Pretty fast service.
But at halftime, the lines did get pretty long, so it's possible Robert really did wait 50 minutes, so we'll say undetermined on his one-star review.
I dropped my hot dog. That's okay though. We're gonna test it and see how it tastes. That's a good hot dog.
Not a long wait. For me personally, 5 out of 5 stars for the concessions. Obviously, a big part of the stadium experience is the seat itself. Hard to have a good time if you can't see anything, you know? And Audi Field has a capacity of 20,000 fans, so it's a good bit smaller than the average NFL stadium. And because it's not that big of a stadium, really any seat here, you have a great view. And today, the Defenders were facing off against the St. Louis Battlehawks, whose quarterback is A.J. McCarron, who started in a playoff game for the Bengals in 2015 and won 3 national championships at Alabama. So it was pretty cool to get to see him play. The only one-star review I saw for the seating was from a Travis, who said, "The stands seem really steep without any sort of railing to prevent people from falling over." 1 star. But there is definitely a nice sturdy railing here, so I'd have to say Travis's review is probably busted. I'm in a very comfy seat, really is quite comfy on the high knee. The only negative thing about the seats is that they were a little hard to find.
Do you know where section 102 is?
I think it's down here.
I'm not sure though. No, you're good. I appreciate it.
And there were a lot of stairs to go up to get to the seats, but overall the seats were super comfy, had a nice view, and a sturdy railing for safety, so I'd say 4 stars. And down here on the far end of the field, there was actually this cool area behind the concessions where you could watch the game from field level.
I don't know what happened. I think they scored.
Unfortunately, those were the last points the Defenders ended up scoring today, and they lost by 33. But I was having a great time exploring the stadium, enjoying all the tasty food, the great views of the city, and all these cool Audis they had sitting around the stadium. But what everyone couldn't stop talking about was the atmosphere of the game.
Great atmosphere here with these Defender fans.
Fans are pretty good, but the team isn't great, so the experience is good. The food's good. Everything's good except the team.
What would you guys rate your experience today? Scale of 1 to 5.
If we're say on the scale of 5, if we're not, a 10.
A 10.
A 10.
A 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. What about you?
10 out of 10.
This was our first.
Oh, first game?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was a little hot, but I don't think that's the fault of the stadium, so I'd say a 5.
What's your favorite thing about the game day experience?
Probably just like the fans chanting in the standing section and just all the energy.
With the way the stadium is for MLS and everything, I mean, it just fits well with what the UFL is doing. So, yeah, I mean, the experience is always going to be great.
Unfortunately, the team did lose today, but overall for me, I had a great time. And that's what I noticed when I talked to people today. Even though the home team Defenders lost by a lot, everyone was enjoying themselves and they said they had a great time.
The energy's always great, and you know what? Win, lose, or draw, we have a great time.
And with the NFL season still 4 months away, I think people were just happy to be able to go out and watch professional football. Because like Coach Mad Mike said,
I think it's really interesting to be able to come out in the offseason and actually watch football.
And there's a lot of great talent to watch in the UFL, so I hope the league continues to succeed because today was a 5-star experience.